I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters. Got a nice.
Hey Young America, hope all is well. This is Jasmine Jones and I am hosting the weekly address to Young Americans, where we come together to talk about things we all care about. This show is sponsored by an organization called U, which stands for Young, Organized, and United. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to UConn and Kentucky for making it to the final rounds of the tournament. I just want to tell America out there, you better look out for the Tar Heels, because next year is our year, okay? So, just had to give a shout out to that, and best of luck to the game tonight. All right, so happy Monday. Okay, I know that we are all so excited to talk about today's topic, where we will be discussing the question of, why didn't I learn this in college? All right, we ask ourselves this question a whole lot in life as we begin to work and grow as young people out there, because there are just things we did not learn, okay? And so I just want to say this question is going to be something we're going to be exploring for the next few months, where we'll be looking at this through realms of job skills, life skills, and financial skills. So we're going to really carry this series on. So look forward to future shows about other topics. So today is about job skills, okay? And I have learned throughout my time in the workforce, there are just some certain things you have got to know, okay? In order for you to be truly effective and efficient at your job and be able to be productive every day that you go to work, okay? And I think this is very important because as young people, when we come out into the workforce, there are just some things college didn't teach us, like we got a chance to do internships, travel, and take classes. However, we missed the boat on some of the skills that are essential to an 8-hour workday, and I think that it's very important for us to share as young people what those skills are so that we can begin to implement them into our lives and be better at what we're doing. No matter if we're at an entry-level job or if you own your own business, these are just things in general you have got to master. All right, so let's go ahead and kick into today's 3 big pieces. And these are actually very specific things, not very general. So my first one is Excel. Okay, and I know everybody's like, huh? But I just want to ask everybody a question real quick. So how many of you out there have on your resume that you are proficient in Microsoft programs? All right, how many of you guys believe that's 100% true? And how many of you guys believe it is BS? All right, so I will tell you, I believe it's BS, and I'll be the first one to admit it. That is okay. I understand that there's just some things that I don't know. And I'll tell you, what happened with me was when I got my second job with the public schools, Excel, which is one of the programs in Microsoft, began to play a bigger role in organizing data and things like that. And, I would think, I was proficient in it, and then when I began to work on different assignments, I would be looking at the same Excel sheet for 3 hours, okay? And that really means that you don't know what you're doing unless it's that much data, okay? Or you're like doing some macro programming with it. Well, in general, it's important out there for anybody who's graduating from school, starting a new job, and you're going to be working with large sets of people, data, even if it's just phone numbers and invite lists. Knowing Excel can really change your life. And the thing is that you want to learn this because no matter if you're at this job or the next, Excel is becoming to play a larger role in the workforce, okay? It is one of the ways that we organize our data and look at it. Also, it plays a major role in how companies are beginning to make decisions because of how powerful Excel is in being able to paint a picture of what is exactly happening. For example, in the public schools, we look at the trends of students, and that helps us make big decisions on where we need to focus. So no matter what industry, no matter if you're entry-level or mid-level, Excel skills are important, and they make you a more valuable worker if you're able to be proficient. If you don't have the skill set or need to be building on it like myself, there are places out there you can look at. Check out office.microsoft.com. They have plenty of videos from beginning to advanced that can allow you to learn how to build your skill set on Excel. But I'm specifically saying out of all the Microsoft programs, Excel is one of the most important, most valuable ones, okay? Okay, so the second thing that college didn't quite teach us, unless you were in a specialized program or something like that, is project management. All right, so this plays a role in everybody's life, okay? Whether you're moving, from an apartment, you are planning for travel, this all takes different tasks that lead up to different milestones and that allow you to actually execute the project, okay? So we've had it in our lives, but did you actually know there is a scientific piece behind it. Yes. So with real project management, there are things that you look at, such as milestones, tasks, and then you look at a thing called risk and mitigations. Yes, it might sound like a whole lot of words now, but the value of project management is that it allows you to look over a scope of time, all the work that needs to get done for your ultimate goal. And I think that what happens is that in college, we're given a lot of things, we have to do a lot of things, but we don't really organize it for that outcome. Now, our syllabus kind of is like a project management, but in general, we have to be able to look at our workday and be able to look over time and see what we've got to do. So if you know out there that you are not quite sure what I'm talking about, check out project management. You can learn more about it on YouTube. There are tons of videos and they explain it in the very basic form, because I will tell you now, my projects now, I'm able to trace and look back at where I went wrong, where I needed to pivot, all because there's a plan behind it, okay? And that plan comes from a project management tool that I use at my job, but I know you can use this even if it's just on Excel and something you keep. So project management tools are a must, okay? All right, and the very last one that I think is extremely important is one that we don't quite learn in college, is prioritization skills. So if you all recall, in college, we are told that every final is important, every assignment is important, every class is important, and therefore get it all right, do it right now, and get it done, right? Well, that's not quite how the workday works, and I think that's where so many young people fail, because we don't know how to prioritize a task for what is important and what is not. And what ends up happening is we try to do a whole lot of things and we get nothing done. Okay, so what I'm here to tell you is that there's actually a thought process behind how you can have stronger prioritization skills. And there's one book out there that I think a lot of execs and professionals have been affected by, because it has shown you how to really think through your task every day and be a truly effective and efficient worker. And it's called Getting Things Done by David Allen. All right, and he is really changing the world out there as he's teaching people how to look at their daily tasks. So I just want to give one little tip, and then maybe this will open your eyes up to maybe checking him out a little bit more. He says that if a task takes 2 minutes or less, you do it right now. Right now. Okay? So if you have 10 tasks, 5 of them take 2 minutes or less, do it right now. And then if it takes more than 2 minutes, it needs to go on your task list, and you can knock that out after you finish your 2-minute ones. If you do that, you will get through more work in a day than just doing all 10 at random. Okay? So please check them out. Please read the book. It's really great. But those are my 3 big things that I think you need to learn out there, and I'm still learning as well, which is Excel, project management skills, as well as prioritization skills. I think those 3 things will help you be a more effective worker every day, and you can knock all your tasks out in the ballpark and be a more valuable worker. Okay, all right, that's it for today's show. I'm so excited that you guys tuned in, and I hope you were able to take something away from it. And look forward to next week's show, where this is for anybody who's about to head into a transition stage, whether you're going to drop out of college or leave your job. It's called 7 Tips on How to Make Sure You Don't Become Kanye Crazy. And the focus is to just help you think about some things you can do while you're in transition to remain productive and to remain moving forward and in a safe way. Okay? So I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you, and hopefully you'll tune in. Thanks.
Music, no one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I